Hello, daily vlog number 4. So I am going on a hike today. Here's what happened yesterday. I was getting ready to go to bed at night and my car is parked out in the driveway, not in the garage, because of bringing the desk in yesterday, and I just didn't pull it into the garage. Now, our driveways and our garages are very narrow. So anyone with like one of those big pickup trucks, which actually the next door neighbor has, and there's plenty of them on the street, they're all parked in the street or they're parked in their driveways. Because you're just not, the mirrors, unless you have folding mirrors, which you might on something that big, they might maybe fit. I mean, I have a small SUV. It barely fits. With enough room for me to squiggle out. So I am so grateful that I got this end unit, because I wanted to switch and go back to the other end unit after I chose this one. I chose this one because the trees thin out the further, when you look out the window, you go to the right. You start to see more houses and that. And there's even, I think, an apartment complex on the other street at the very end. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't look as nice as the trees. That's what I wanted, were the trees. Well, if only I would have bought this like a year ago and I would have had the building next to me. They have a gorgeous view. Anyway, I'm coveting it. But I like mine. I like mine a lot, and it's way better than any other view that I had. I'm putting my shoes on. It's just cold outside today. We can talk about that. So I'm getting ready to go to bed, and I look outside. I go out the front door to make sure that the doors on my car are locked. Now, this is a really safe area, essentially. And one of the neighbors even told me when I was first out and moving in, I was out in my front yard and there was a lady from like a couple blocks away, but she was doing a walk. A lot of people walk around here, which is one thing I really liked about it too. It was one of the only townhouse developments that had sidewalks. I'm like, oh, if I'm gonna have little baby Callahan with me, I need to push him around in the stroller when he's here. Or when he gets older, we need to go for walks together and explore. So it's not that big. It's a couple streets is this development, but then you can kind of go take the sidewalk still onto sort of a little busier street, if you will. It's still a side street, really. And then you can get into another development that has even bigger townhomes. I'm in the smallest one you could possibly get. I go to lock and I pause and look, and I'm gonna have to show you. I only have one shoe on. It's not even tied, but I'm gonna show you. I open the front door. Now, I have these boxes, which is another video. I should get that posted soon, about how I'm turning these boxes that I bought into planters on my front porch, because I wanted to thrift and find some porches. Oh, they're doing some yard work. Oh, the guy with a little edger. All right. I was gonna say, it looks like our grass could be cut around here. What am I paying $130 a month for if you're not cutting my grass? I'm gonna buy some weed and feed and put it on myself. I'm worried. I'm worried about my grass. I also have to look into a sprinkler system. Oh, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay, but that's largely because I'm not gonna be here all the time and I'm responsible for keeping it. I have an end unit, so I have all the grass on the side I'm responsible for. All right, so I had these flower boxes because a tall standing flower box I wanted to put out there to put packages behind. The other day, 2 things were delivered after I drove back home. And so I asked my daughter if she could come, and she's like, oh, we're just really not going that way, but we'll go after Bible study on Friday. And this was like Tuesday that it was delivered. I said, okay. I mean, she's doing me a favor and going and getting them. And I know that I'm a half an hour away. I get it. It's an hour driving. But I was a little nervous. But then I started thinking about my friend that I met. What was her name? I wrote it in my phone so I don't forget. Something like Betty or something like that. Wow, it looks like it's going to rain. It was in the 70s the past 2 days, and today it's high of 52. And then last I checked, it got a little higher. It was like high of 58. So I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, yeah, Siri, what is the weather tomorrow? High of 38. What? We're going the wrong direction, people. Supposed to keep getting warmer in the spring. Come on. I just left Ohio in that bad weather. Of course, they're probably having snow, so I shouldn't complain. All right, so I walk out the door to go to the car. And I had put the 2 boxes that I'm going to turn into like a flower box planter thing out in the front just because I wanted to get them off my kitchen sink, get them out of here. I had used them to carry stuff here. I filled them up with a bunch of stuff and I'd taken all that stuff out and put it away where it needed, cleaning products, you name it, kitchen supplies. So I put them out there and I have 2 boxes. I was going to stack one on top of the other one, hammer them together. I was thinking about putting a key in the bottom one. I brought the extra key on the keychain. Just I'm like, worst case scenario, I told my husband we can break the box and get the key out because they'll be hammered together. And who's going to have a nail remover with them if you're in an emergency and you need to get in your house? Which was not foresight because I'm putting a keypad on my house. I don't need to worry about a key. But anyway, so that's neither here nor there. I just pulled the key out the other day. Luckily, I didn't have the key in the box. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 boxes on top of each other. I'll tell you all about what I paid for them in the thrifting part and whatnot. But yesterday, I put it out on the front porch just to look at it while I was waiting for my son-in-law to come because he was going to help me carry a desk upstairs. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks really good. And I was trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to position them. So Amazon would be like, oh, there's space back there. I'll just drop it back behind there if somebody delivers something. Or I can even put, with Walmart anyway, I know you can write exactly where you want it. And where I could say, put it behind the planter boxes. Or if I'm getting to the point that I'm starting to sell marketplace stuff, I can say, pick it up. It's on my front porch and I can have it behind the planter boxes so it's not as visible to the street. Not that much traffic goes down the street. It's, a side street, but it's not like a side street in the back of a development. Okay. This is what I see. Let me show you. Okay. 1 box. 1 box here, 1 box gone. See, I'm gonna make like a taller thing and put a planter in the top of it with these boxes. Because I don't want to spend $50 for somebody's used one. And then in the bottom box, I'll put like a heavy rock so that it is, doesn't blow over because it'll be top heavy then. Once I put like the fake, I'm gonna put fake flowers in the top, but I'll put potting soil so it looks real. Woo! They are edging somewhere, making the development beautiful. Okay. Well, 1 box. I started thinking, is it under the car? But no, it's not under the car. Oh, there's the edger guy. And it didn't blow anywhere down there. I looked. I do not see a box anywhere. Nope. So, he's right in front of my house now. Thank you for edging. Make my yard look beautiful. I think that's all they do is take care of the grass, really. Well, and then they do the bushes and like the little bit of bushes you saw out there, they take care of that, so. 130 seems a little steep, but doesn't include trash. Gotta pay that on my own. Well, welcome to America. I think it's like $20-some a month for the trash removal, but I have to buy the can too. Oy, oy, oy. Anyway, I'm sidetracked. So it's gone. I'm looking all the way down last night. I'm looking around and I got like sick to my stomach. I did. I got like sick to my stomach thinking, who took my box? Now, I was talking about the neighbor I met the other day, Betty or whatever her name is. I need to tie my shoe. And when she was here, she was saying, I can't believe there's never been any vandalism at this place. She goes, you should see. Now, she is in a house a couple streets over, a little bit larger, double-car garage. And she's permanently moved there. This isn't like a second home for her. Well, most people live here. This isn't a second home for most people. She's there with her husband, I believe. I don't even know if her husband's with her. I don't know if I got that far with her. Miss Betty. I'm going to keep calling her Betty, and then whenever... Ruth, that was her name. Her name was Ruth, I think. I think it was Ruth. It was one of those older names. Betty, Ruth. That's simple and easy to remember. Could be the name of a doll. Okay, I think it's Ruth. So she said, yeah, she goes, you would be surprised. She was probably up to the day that you moved in here, your place was all open. All the doors and everything was open. They didn't close it and lock it all up until the very end. And she said, for all the years that I've been here, that's how they've been doing all of them. And I said, well, that's a good testament to the safety of the neighborhood. I mean, you would think that after all these years that kids would figure out, or hoodlums, or just bad people would figure out that that's what it is and come in and squat at night and, you know, drink their beers and smoke their ganja or whatever. And people who are just trouble would come in and spray paint or whatnot and cause problems that way, or try to steal anything they could in here. The copper in the walls. I don't think they build with copper anymore. Wow, that fence is really bending. Oh, my fences, both of the fences are bending. It is so windy. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, it was really windy yesterday. And we talked about the fact that my rug, when I came back 2 weeks after I went home to Ohio for 2 weeks, came back to Tennessee, and my rug was gone in the back. I'm like, somebody took my rug. I mean, I didn't know about how windy it is in this area at the time. Now, I know there's a high wind advisory. I mean, there's been high wind advisory back in Ohio too. So I think there's like winds, there's something going on with a nor'easter or a clipper or something. And it's windy. It's windy everywhere. It's windy down the entire East Coast. So, but I do believe as I look around at everything, I think our street's kind of high up. I think it's going to be an issue in terms of things blowing in the future. In fact, we were talking about the rug last night, and I showed on the on my vlog how the corner was coming up again after I found my rug all the way down in the retention basin area, brought it back, put it down, and the corner was blowing up again. Look. So last night I went and I had this big rock that I found under the sod. Yes. Another story, but I had it sticking like right, oh, you don't see, let's make it blurry, right in the corner right here. And I didn't take it all the way down because it was more of a brownish color, and I thought maybe I would take it out to the front, or maybe I just didn't want to bother carrying it because it was the biggest one, but I had it just sitting right there in that corner. So I brought it over, I flipped it over because this is the underside, and it's dirty, and I just didn't have time to deal with that. But I'm like, just so this doesn't blow away because it's been windy, I don't know if the wind's going to continue, I'm going to put it on the corner of the rug, just the very corner of it, on the cleaner side, just for now. And I'm glad I did. I think it's a heavy rock, so I don't think the wind can move it out from under the rock. But now I don't know, because look, it blew it all up here again. How is that even possible when I have a fence on this side and I've got a fence on that side? So I've got wind barriers. If anything, the wind would come this way because I'm in the house. The house is a barrier. This is the only opening part is this way. So why is the rug? I don't know. And how did the rug get down there last time? I don't know that either. But here I go. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to go down the mailbox, and I'm going to look very carefully at everybody's front yard and between their yards and all around. Because now I'm thinking that the wind probably took it because it's pretty windy. The thing is, I mean, how far could it go? It's a wood box. I get that it was on top, and they are light. It's not a heavy oak wood. It's a cheaper, lightweight wood. It's real wood. I'm trying to think of what it would be. Anyway, the boxes aren't that heavy at all. And my whole intent, like I said, was to put a rock in the bottom one, and then maybe even, I didn't want to put one in the top because I thought the bottom of it might collapse out if I put a really heavy rock in there. But anyway, I'm going to go now. I'll let you know. I don't think I'm going to take you for the whole walk, because it'll be weird me just talking to my phone the entire time. But yeah, I'm gonna, I found my box. Oh my gosh, look. There it is, my box. I'm so happy. No hoodlums vandalizing or stealing anything. Oh my gosh, look at that. I should still go down to the mailbox. I'll put on another sweater, see if it, no, it's gonna get warmer later today. I'll do it later. I'll take my shoes back. No, I'll leave my shoes on. I'm gonna go down and get that box. Do you wanna come with me? All right, let's do it together. It's gonna be cold. Oof. Flip this back around. Oh, it's so heavy, it rained. Oh, I think I do remember the rain a little bit last night. Oh shoot, if it rained, I don't want these shoes to get all muddy. I'm gonna have to change my shoes. Even just to put on boots that are easier to clean than this fabric on here. Oh, it's smushy. Listen to it, smush, smush. It is really wet. All right, actually that's not too much dirt. That looks like that's concrete. This is gonna clean up pretty easily from before. All right, change of plans. Back at the house. We need to change our shoes. All right, I didn't expect this to be, I just was gonna come on here for 2 seconds and say, I think somebody took my boxes and I'm gonna go walk through the neighborhood and find them and take them back. But now, let me kick off my shoes because I bet they're wet just from walking on that rug. I gotta go get my boots. What else was I gonna talk about today? I ordered a bunch of stuff on Amazon that I need for when the electrician comes next week. I got a great thing. I'll tell you about it another time. But I got this great, it was under $40, 30 some dollars, $38, something like that. Let me get, which boots do I want? These black ones are really old. Yeah. Those would be good ones. They were actually, I'd forgotten about them. I had left them here out in the back because they were all dirty and I had scrubbed them all up and washed off all the mud from last time and left them outside to dry. They didn't blow away. They stayed, maybe because they were up against the house, like literally in the corner next to the little step to go outside in the house. Maybe that's why. I'm glad though. I'm glad they didn't blow away. So I found this thing online that I'm going to have him install that is a remote garage door opener that you can use your phone for. So you can program it to have a code to get into your garage. But get this, it's even better than that. You can give different codes to other people. So eventually, someday, when this turns into a rental, or just like when all the family and friends who are using this to come and visit the baby come, I don't have to worry about a key because I ordered 2 keypads for the doors, and I think I'm going to install them myself because there's no electricity involved because it's in the door. So there's no electricity, so you have to put batteries in it. I'm like, I can do it. They did say it might be a little tricky because everyone's holes are circle, and for some reason this is a square. I think it's from Europe, but it's highly recommended, and it works with an Apple phone. So you can use your Apple phone and just touch the lock and it'll open it. I mean, come on. Or you could use your Apple Watch and touch it. So if you're going out for a walk or whatnot and you don't have your phone with you, you're just listening to the music from your watch, you can use your watch to open it. I just think that feature is fantastic. So I got 2 of those for the garage door into the house and for the front door into the house. I'm gonna try to do that myself. We'll see how that goes. But the garage door thing I thought was amazing. So not only can I do that, I can give temporary codes to people with the garage door. So if I want them to have access to the garage, because I have a keypad also on the door, as long as I'm not storing anything of value in the garage, I can give them the key code, and then I can change it as soon as they're done at the house so they don't have access anymore. And get this, companies like Walmart and Amazon, you can give them a temporary code when you order stuff. I've never seen that online, but maybe it's been over my head because it's not even an option for me. I have to look into it. But you can give delivery people the code and they will open your garage door and put the product inside and then close your garage door. I don't even need my flower boxes to hide anything. But how nice is that? I mean, come on. Now, if the car's in the garage, there's not a lot of room if it's a big package, but wow, these zippers barely want to zip. I'm gonna have to oil them or something. I think that maybe they're rusting a little bit from them being so wet. They were so muddy, I just took them in the sink and just just grabbing hunks of mud and throwing it into the trash can and just cleaning them in the kitchen sink. I don't have a wash tub. I use my wash tub a lot at home. My daughter doesn't have a wash tub at her house. And I showed her the hookups in her laundry room, and I'm like, I think this is for a wash tub if you want it, but there's really no room for it in there. On the other side of the door is the garage. I wonder if they could get a plumber to run that line through the wall into the garage and then have a wash tub there, because how do people live without wash tubs? Like when you paint, don't you want to clean the paintbrush, all that in a wash tub? In, you know, we call them wash tubs. Is that what it's called? The plastic places that you wash paintbrushes and dirt and mud and your dog. Like, that's what we always use, the wash tub. All right, we're gonna go for a walk and get this now that we have our very not so nice shoes on. Here we go. I don't know. I'll just keep it on myself. I think I just locked it. I did. Good golly, I can't believe it's so cold. I'm gonna have to turn the heat on. When I left and went back to Ohio, I turned the heat and air off altogether. I'm like, I'm not even gonna pay a penny. Who needs to, I mean, it can't be that cold and it can't be that warm. It's not gonna be cold enough to like freeze pipes at this time of the year. And, oh gosh, here we go. She is. What do the neighbors think of me? Honestly. First she has a rug out there, now she's got a box out there. Can she just get it together? Oh, there's a piece of paper. I'll stick it in my box and bring it in and throw it away. I'm gonna bring them in now. I guess I could put them next to the house. Maybe they can function like my shoes, where if it's next to the house, it won't blow away. But I don't know for a fact, so. You know what I was just thinking for 2 seconds while I'm talking to you? I'll just put this bucket on the edge of the rug here on the other corner so it doesn't blow away. But the bucket's gonna blow away, Jenny. The bucket and the rug are gonna blow away. Oh. Although if I just went down and picked up another one of those rocks, I could do that. Let's do that right now. Let's go ahead and put the bucket back. Okay. I'll stick it like right here. Oh, I don't know if I want it to get all wet though, because it's wood. See, it's got that wood bottom. I'll just put the very corner of it there. All right, let me go get a rock from the neighbor. She has a bunch of leftover rocks laying around. I'll stick a rock inside of it. Oh, there's the cap to a fence here. I don't know what that's all about. Whose fence cap that is. Is it mine? It's mine. Oh, good golly. End of my goes on my fence. All right, these rocks are not very heavy, but I think they're enough to keep the bucket from blowing away. Do you think? Maybe I should get more. I'm gonna put this on top of my fence. They're just gonna blow off again? I don't know. Oh, I can barely reach it. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right, I don't know. There's probably a way that, here's a bigger rock. Ooh. This one is yucky, but we'll put it on the other side in there. Okay, that box is not going anywhere. All right. Bring this paper in the blue way. Ew, now my finger's all muddy. Ew, and the mud looks like poop. So, look at the color of that. Ew, not disgusting. Wait, I should have issues. I gotta get these shoes off just in case there's mud on them from walking down there. All right, well, the good news is there's no thieves in the neighborhood. No hoodlum kids and no thieving people, which I didn't think there were because Ruth said these houses are open until the last minute and they're so lucky nobody goes in them. I'm like, well, that's one way to look at it, to be upset with the builder, but I'm looking at it like I feel like we live in a safe area. And there were 2 days when I first moved here that I was gone for long periods of time. Once I went to dinner at my daughter's house and was running errands, and another day I was just doing a whole bunch of thrifting, marketplace, driving around. I was gone for hours both times. Left my garage door open, forgot to close it, because I had backed my car. And the one time I backed my car into the driveway because I was unloading something. The other time I was down in the street because they were going to come and power wash. And I wanted them to be able to get in and get through. So, yeah. Oh, feels so good to wash. Wash my hands. Get that mud out of probably my nails. Look how nice my nails match my shirt today. Good golly, as if I planned it. I didn't. I literally put the shirt on, which as I'm putting it on, I'm like, I think I wore this last time I did a live stream, and I have to do a live stream today. I don't care, it's cold, and I have to go for a walk around the whole neighborhood, find my box. So it's nice and warm, and I had the sweater I was gonna put on over it. I have a long sleeve shirt on underneath it. It's green. I like green and mauve together. You can't see it, but okay. So what else are we going to talk about in our vlog here today? My apologies. Thank you for going on that little field trip with me into the backyard. My hair's blowing everywhere. I have to get ready for my live stream last night. So I ordered the garage thing. I'm very excited about the notion that now I'm going to let Amazon know a code and they're going to put it in there. I'm going to make sure I don't keep anything in the garage of value, but you know, how many times have you heard about Amazon workers stealing stuff? I've never heard of an Amazon worker stealing anything. So I don't think it happens that much. I mean, obviously, they probably have the threat of persecution and going to jail. And, you know, they're just trying to make an honest living. So I don't think that that's a common thing. So I'm not too worried about it. But really, literally in there, the only thing of value, if you want to even call it that, is the vacuum cleaner. And that's just because it was a Shark vacuum cleaner. It was fairly new, and I got it for $30. But it did smell like marijuana. So whatever they were vacuuming up was in their carpet. So I cleaned it all out, took all the pieces apart, scrubbed through it in the sink and that, put it all back together, and then put it out in the garage just to air out. So it's been there for weeks. It's ready to come back in. And I'll take it back upstairs. So that, if you want to say anything has value, that's it. 90% of that garage is just boxes because I haven't figured out the whole garbage situation yet. I've been here for a month. The neighbor next door, she just moved in this week. And she was asking me about how we handled the garbage. And I said, I don't really know. I kind of looked into it. I know we have to pay $60 some to get a can, but I think they might drop it off at the house. But you could also pick it up if you want. And then it's like $22 a month or $23 a month to be on the garage plan. I don't know what day of the week they pick up. I don't know much of anything, but because I was here such a short time last time, I thought, why should I sign up for it now when I'm going home for 2 weeks? Let me wait until I come back. So that's where we are now. I need to figure that out. I was trying to do that this morning. I was trying to go onto the public utility site and the mortgage site and make sure I can get everything on auto pay because I have the bills going back home, but I'm here for like 3 or 4 weeks. So if the bills go back home, they're just going to sit in a pile. My husband's not going to pay them. Are you kidding? This girl takes care of everything. So he will open it. That's kind of the plan we have now. I'm like, we'll open everything up in case anything looks important. And then you can always call me or email me or, you know, FaceTime me. And if it looks like something that needs to be handled before I'm going to be back. I don't have a date scheduled right now to go back. I'm going to kind of wing it, but there's no baby. That's the baby update. Baby update is no baby yet, which is good news because today is Monday and we were hoping, in my perfect world, she will go in late Wednesday night and deliver that baby early Thursday morning. Well, that's really not my perfect world because I want to be there when the baby's born. She will go in, I don't know what's best. I got to talk to her about it today. I think I'm going to tell her to call me when she starts pushing because I feel like she's going to be pushing for a while. And I'm like 40 minutes away. So once I know she's in the hospital, I'll be like, okay, or tell me when the contractions are, you know, so far apart, and then I'll head over there and be at the hospital. So stop and pick up some balloons on the way. I'm not going to buy them now because they deflated by Thursday. So I have to pick up balloons on the way. And I have a gift for her. I have this plush bunny that I ordered, and inside the ear, it's embroidered Callahan. It's really cute. It's a brown bunny. It's coming tomorrow. So she can't go into labor today. She can't go into labor because they're cooking me dinner tonight, which means my son-in-law's cooking dinner. She's not. But I just want to go over there and relax and visit with them today. Have like our last relaxing, the baby's not crying visit. My nose is running now that I went outside. Look at that. And then the bunny can come tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to wrap it. I think I'm just going to bring it in and then get the balloons and tie it to the arm of him. And so I'll just hand her like the bunny with the balloons. I think that's cuter than opening it up as a gift. And then I have a little book that I'm bringing to the hospital also to give her. It's just a little spiral bound book. And it says, "Letters to my little boy as I watch you grow." Isn't that cute? So you can write the date. What does it have? It has Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can circle it. You can also circle what the weather was that day. And then memo number. I guess you're just numbering the pages, I suppose. And then the date on there. And then she can write all the little things that she thinks about her little boy, and then he'll have that book. If it's a girl, it'll be more meaningful because they're more sentimental, but not all. That's a generalization. My girls are more sentimental than my son is, but of my girls, one girl's way more sentimental than the other. So there you go. All right, I started saying something else and I had forgotten what it was, but I feel like I need to start getting ready for my live stream. I haven't done anything today other than try to handle the electricity bill, which I didn't figure out. I'm just going to drive down to the public utility place again. I was there last time when I signed up for, I could do one, but not the other. I don't know if it was water or electric. One I could do online. The other one, it wasn't working. And they're like, just come in. I'm like, fine. So when I went in, she's like, okay, you got that, and you took care of the other one. She's like, in garbage. Oh, no, you're fine for garbage. So I was like, oh, so I'm thinking it's part of the association fee. And I'm waiting for my trash can to arrive in my driveway. And then I find out, no, that's not the deal. So they don't know. The right hand doesn't know what the left hand's doing there at the Public Utilities of Gallatin. They were wrong. I should have, while I was there, signed up for the garbage, gotten the can and everything, or at least arranged to have it delivered if I didn't want to take it with me. It'll probably fit in my SUV. If it's brand new, I don't mind taking it. If it's somebody else's, I don't want to put it in my car. You can deliver it to me. There's probably a delivery fee, isn't there? I'm so cheap. I'll take it with me. I'll take it with me. I have my Anthropology king-size duvet spread down that's like being used as like a tarp. It's probably like a $500 duvet. All right, it's not going to be $500, but it's probably between $200 and $300, maybe more. I'm using it as a blanket. I got it for $10 with 2 extra pillows, and I showed the pillows in my vlog yesterday. So, well, I didn't really show the pillows. I'm going to show that because I got the cover on them to match my couch. The covers I got for 10 or 15. I can't remember. I should look it up. Let me unzip it and I'll show you. All right. I'm not going to open it the whole way. Here we go. It's a gray pillow. It's nice. It's very nice. It's got a nice texture to it. It matches the comforter, I guess. Well, I shouldn't say a nice texture. It looks like it has a nice texture. It just feels soft, really. But now it's inside my pillow covers that were a mistake buy because they were much bigger than I thought. I'm pretty sure I know I made a mistake one way or another. Either I made a mistake in thinking that they were pillows, not pillow covers, or I made the mistake thinking that, oh, I know they're pillow covers, but I think that's what it was. I think I knew they were pillow covers, but I thought they were smaller. I didn't pay attention to the size. But nice, huh? What I really like about it too is it's clear that that pillow is like a down pillow because of the way how soft and how it keeps it's not a polyester. How much do you think a 26, it's probably 26 by 26, 20, maybe it's 28 by 28. It's pretty big. I shoved it in this cover to make it fit. I was worried it was actually a little too big, but it works. So let's say 26 by 26, just for sake, 26 by 26 down-filled pillow, 2 of them from Anthropologie, plus a king-size duvet cover. Right down below. Google it for me. How much is that? I got all that for $10. Oh, I love thrifting. Thrifting's the best. Like, I get a high. Now I understand people who do drugs. I get it. I get the high. Because if I have like one free moment and I'm like, okay, what should I do online? Do I have time to like watch a movie or watch a vlog or watch something? And the answer is always no. But then I'm like, but I have time to check Marketplace really quick and just see what anyone's posted since yesterday. Oh, just love it. One of these days, I'm going to add everything together and figure out how much money I spent on this place because I am keeping track. If this becomes a rental, that becomes a tax write-off. So I am keeping track of it. I have a very anemic tree over there. That's going to be another vlog, another thrifting vlog about a tree that I got. Poor thing. All right. So, we have to do our daily health check. How y'all doing? I felt like I slept like a baby last night. And then it was a long time before I got up and went to the bathroom. And I was out again. And then I got up not too long afterwards. And I had to go to the bathroom again. And that was it. I don't think I fell back asleep. I only slept 6 hours and 14 minutes. Oh, geez. My sleep score. It says okay. I'm not poor. It was okay. And again, I know that means okay. 72. Isn't that what it was yesterday? Was it 72 or 73? It was right around there. So, not great, but I only had, I didn't even get, I had 4 hours of core sleep, but only 35 minutes of deep sleep. That's too bad. I was awake for 23 minutes. Then it must have just given up in the morning and just said, you're not sleeping anymore. So that is what it is. Oh, I need to go back. Sorry, this is shaking because I'm trying to scroll on my watch. Wait, do this. There we go. My duration of sleep, 6 hours and 14 minutes. I got a sleep score of 38 out of 50. Yeah, they didn't like that very much. Apple's not happy with the duration of my sleep. My doctor would not be happy with the duration of sleep either. My bedtime, also bad. I went to bed an hour and 16 minutes later than I averaged do. It only gave me 17 out of 30 points. I had 4 interruptions for 23 minutes total of being awake. 4 wake-ups, it says. So for interruptions, 4 wake-ups for a total of 23 minutes. That was my best, 17 out of 20. 17 out of 20 is better. That's my best score. That's amazing. Usually that is always my lowest score. These last 2 days, that's been my best score. It's not a good sign. It's just, I need to be better than okay on my sleeping. Working on it. Okay. I got to get ready for my live stream. Have a lovely day. Words of wisdom for today. Don't assume the worst of people. If you think they've stolen something for you, take a beat, take a moment, think of it again in the light of the next day, and then calmly troubleshoot and problem solve. Could you imagine if I was that kind of person that would start knocking on people's doors and say, somebody stole my bucket from the front of my porch. Have you seen it? Do you know anyone who may have taken it, with the accusation of, did you take it? I mean, could you imagine if I was that person? How embarrassing. And then, of course, when finding it in the back of the yard, I would be like, well, they put it there. Somebody planted it there because I didn't see it there yesterday. I don't think I ever looked in my backyard for it. This magical wood planter box went off my patio, of which 2 sides were barricaded for wind. But okay, so there's 2 sides were open. The wind hit it. It fell off. It tumbled to the right, made a sharp right curve, came all the way down the townhome. And these are townhomes, so they're long and thin. Came all the way down between these townhomes and then all the way down the hill in the back of the yard. That's impressive. That box has some skills, I tell you. What the heck? The wind is insane around here. I don't understand the wind pattern or the flowing of it, how that's even possible, but it seems very clear that everything eventually ends up in my backyard. I'm going to be spending many days with my bucket that I got on Marketplace for $2.50, brand new. My bucket with a handle. I'm going to be doing lots of walking around the backyard, just picking up trash, I think. Trash pickup. I'm going to look, I should get an orange outfit to wear. Like I'm a criminal doing some service work. Yeah. I used to feel embarrassed for those criminals that are on the side of the road in orange picking up trash. And then I thought, if I was in jail, confined in a jail cell, inside this jail and really couldn't get out at all, and then somebody said, you can go out. Now, you're used to wearing the orange because you just wear it every day anyway. We'll take you out as you are, and we're going to keep the chains around your ankles so you can't run too far away, but you can still walk. But your arms will be free, and you can pick up trash on the side of the road outside. I'd jump on it. Are you kidding? Like, get outside. Field trip. Yeah. Be out in the fresh air, new environment, new things to look at, just like that promise and hope that you would eventually be able to just be amongst the people who are driving down the road past you. Like, I'm going to be that person again one day. I'm going to get my license back. I'm going to be a contributing citizen to society. But just getting out, I think it would change my attitude a lot. I don't think I'd care that strangers saw me wearing orange on the side of the road picking up trash. I think I'd be so happy to be picking up the trash. And then I changed my attitude. So I don't feel sorry for them anymore. I'm like, good on you. They trust you enough that they brought you out here. Hopefully this is a step in the road to rehab and recovery, and you become a whole new person. That cap is not going to stay on the pole. See, I just feel like, does anyone sometimes feel like your whole life is 2 seconds later, there's another thing you have to do? It's constant. Like, how long is it going to take me to figure out the process of who is the one that's going to put that back on, and who do I contact, and do I keep track of it for them? Am I responsible for that? I mean, they clearly didn't glue it on well enough. I could see where the glue is there that they put it on. They didn't use a strong enough glue because it blew off. Is that my fault now? Is that my responsibility because I own this house? I mean, should I take it off and keep it in the house and then figure out a way some other time to get a ladder and go up there and buy glue and put it like every day. I want to say, like, I feel like 10 things like this happen every day that just add on to my plate of things that you need to do. It's like, oh, and now here's another little thing that went wrong. Figure out how to fix it. Figure out how to get somebody to take care of it. I think I spent a total of 6 hours yesterday online just researching door locks, ring doorbells, and garage door openers. 6 hours. Yeah, probably about 2 hours a piece. Watching YouTube videos, looking at reviews, seeing what's good, what's not good. And I'm glad I didn't just go with the first one. Like, my instinct is most people just get a recommendation from one person and go with it. In fact, the electrician, when I mentioned I was doing them, like, I don't know if you have a recommendation for door locks and that. He gave me the name. I can't remember the name of it. He's like, well, this is a really good one, but basically when I've installed them, they all seem to be pretty much the same in terms of putting them in. And the one he recommended doesn't work with Apple phones. And so you can't use your phone or your watch to open it. So I got a different one. And it wasn't, also the keypad is flat, which is fine. Most of them are. But in the review, they were saying it's hard to press the buttons sometimes. Like it just doesn't register right away. You have to press it again or press it harder. And I'm like, I know, I need something that the first time I touch it, it's just going to work. So there you go. You can't even go with just a recommendation. Some people do. I don't know. I guess they just don't care and they just throw money at it. And if they don't like it and there's a better one down the road, they just get a new one and then they pay another electrician to come and replace it. And that's just the life they live. But I live being cognizant of each penny that I earn and appreciating it and valuing it and trying to squeeze as much value out of every dollar that I have. And so I can't be that person. So yep, I spent 6 hours doing my research. And if you ever want to know the brand, I should put it on my YouTube channel so that it can connect with Amazon. I'll do that. I'll list them on my next video if I think of it. I have to figure out how to do that again. Again, here we go. I was trying to figure out a way that I can do my Amazon shopping and get credit for it through my channel. So through the Sister Wives channel, I have affiliate links to 2 products. But the way it works with Amazon is you can click on it to order the product. You order it or you don't, it doesn't matter. The whole time you're on searching then through Amazon, I would get credit for purchases. Now, it's pennies on the dollar, very much so, but it adds together. And if a lot of people do it, then, and I'm like, I want to benefit for myself, even if it's less than 1%. I don't even know how much it is. I just know it's not a lot. But it, like I said, it adds together. I mean, if I get an extra $15 that month, that's $15. It's money. That's another thrift. That's another pillow I could get. That could be another Anthropology 2 pillows and king, not a sham, a duvet. Right? It adds up. So I wanted to do that, and I noticed that my stuff wasn't calculating because I can't see anyone's names or what anyone ordered, but I can see products that I got credit for and products I didn't get credit for. And I started noticing that everything I was buying for myself, I wasn't getting any credit for. It was just going as like, doesn't count, they don't give you information as to why or anything. And I figured out it's because it's my same email. So I switched my email address and I tried to do a different, and use my husband's name. I did everything I could to try to benefit from this Amazon shopping. I guess it's trying to cheat the system a little bit because you're really not supposed to do it. So there you go. It was a waste of time because it never did work out. And now, I don't remember the original login that I had for Amazon, but I have to go back and find it so that I can log in that way. And because it's not the one I use now. I think I have like 5 or 6 Amazon accounts for different reasons. One's a business one, trying to do it. I don't need to explain why. Anyway, I need to find that one that is affiliated with my account and then log into it and then go back and relearn again because I haven't done it in like a year, how to attach. There's a way to do it through a Stripe thingy-dooey on their program. I can't just cut and paste an Amazon link and then you go through it through my site. It doesn't work that way. It literally has to be registered through the site, the link, and then I can put it in there. Okay, that was way more information than you cared about. The point is does everyone have days like this? Is everyone's every day like this? Where it just seems like there's another thing that you have to figure out, solve. It just seems like a lot lately in my life. Is it that I'm getting dumber and older, that everything is a bigger deal? Or is it, I don't know. Or is it, I think I let a lot of stuff go by the wayside when I was raising kids because they were such a priority and you're solving all their problems and troubleshooting for them. And that's all I cared about really then. So I think a lot of this stuff I would just be like, whatever. My husband is very much a whatever kind of guy. So I'm the type A personality. So if I need to get it done, I'm the one that has to get it done. So we'll see. I told him that when he comes down here next time, though, that I want him to put the hardware on all of the cupboards and drawers to turn them into soft close, because they're not soft close cupboards or drawers. And I also want to get soft close toilet seats. He's going to really not like that. to take 3 brand new toilet seats and just get rid of them. I'm like, nobody's even going to want them I'll just donate them to Rehome, or Restore. That's what it is, Restore. So that they can use them on some home for Habitat for Humanity, because everybody wants the soft close ones now. And there is no hardware to change a toilet into making it soft close. And even if there was, it would probably look weird. So I'm just going to get 3 new soft close toilet lids eventually. And then I want him to install those. He said he would. I don't know. He's also a gentleman who loves to want to help and do things. Or not even help, but like say he's going to do something and then, when he gets around to it, which maybe never. So I have to stay on top of him for that. So yeah, it's on me. That's me. That's my life. Is your life like that? Do you feel like you're doing everything? Listen, if you're single, you are doing everything, right? You're handling it all yourself. So I feel you, because sometimes I feel like I'm a single person with the amount of work that I do. And, it's my own fault. You create your bed and then you have to lie in it. And that's what I've done. So I got no one to blame but myself. I just realized I'm resting this phone on my knee and the microphone's at the bottom. I hope you heard all that. And on that note, I got to get ready for my live stream and I have to eat something. My stomach was growling this morning. I didn't eat much yesterday, I don't think. I didn't. If nothing else, I'm going to grab an apple and eat it. It might be too cold right now. My teeth are sensitive. I got to get to the dentist. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful day. And no, people are not out to get you and to rob you. Most people are good people in the world. Take care. God bless. See you next time, friends. Goodbye.